Good afternoon. It's Sunday I can't remember. I'll tell you. The 3rd of December 2023. Not seen me for a while, have you? But I've been here in spirit, but not necessarily in body and mind. So this reading today, I don't really know where I'm going with it. I'm just being moved to do a reading today. In meditation today, I've seen a lion up on its hind legs, pouring at the sky and swooping down an eagle. Simplistically, the lion is the symbol of the UK, the eagle, the US. As spirit animals, the lion's about courage and bravery and dominance, and the eagle is about soaring to new heights, clairvoyance, wisdom, being able to see from a different perspective. So I'm not really sure what to make of it, what it's trying to tell me. It's either telling me that the UK and the US are going to end up in fisticuffs, which I highly doubt. But then again, everything's possible, anything is possible. Or there's some sort of loss of feeling of, I don't know, freedom, that, maybe the dominance of the systems that we all live on. We're beginning to feel that dominance now, and we're looking for ways to find new freedom, or our freedom, through the restrictive period of the last few years. It could mean both. I don't know. It could mean on an individual level, if you have experienced loss, or you are in a bit of a quandary as to what you should do next with whatever situations occurring in your life, that the advice would be to try and find a different way to seek wisdom from people who have been on the planet slightly longer than yourself. Anyway, so that's what that's all about. Let's see if the cards expand on it. So I'm doing the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Bradley Valentine. I'll be doing a Crystal Spirit from Colette Baron Reid, and then I will do an Enchanted Map Oracle by also Colette Baron Reid. So let's have a look. What are the tarot cards going to tell us? It might expand on what I've just said, and it might not. I feel as though this, do you know what? I keep hearing civil war. I keep hearing civil war. Don't know which country. I don't know whether it's going to be UK or US, or whether that's why I've been shown the lion and the eagle. But there's definitely something to do with conflict. It could be internal conflict to do with your courage and dominance versus your wisdom. So it could be, I don't know, maybe you're looking to do something and you've got your mind set on it, but you're not listening to your own inner wisdom. Could be something to do with that. I know for myself, internal conflict has been something that I've been battling with for quite a few months, actually. It's like a spiritual battle between my beliefs and the outside the rest of the outside world who don't understand or share my beliefs. There's an instinct to try and argue the toss, or to try and make people see your point of view. But if people aren't willing to see your point of view and are totally closed off to it, then there's very little point in battling that. Very little point indeed. As you can tell, I look like shit. I've been very, very ill indeed. And I think a lot of that's down to the energy, collective energy. It's pretty shit at the minute. Let's see if we can find something positive to talk about. So, what should we expect in December? What's this Lion and the Eagle all about? So I've got 3. So I've got the 2 of Cups, the High Priestess, 4, the Lovers, and the 6 of Swords. So let's put them in the order. I'm just going to have a quick look at the pictures to see. Right, so we've got 2 major arcana cards. The High Priestess is a 2. No, is she 2? Is she a 2? Yes, she is. High Priestess is a 2. The 2 of Cups. So we're talking choices here. Choice between your what you intuitively feel. Are you choosing your intuition, or are you choosing something that's quite heartfelt? So in a situation in your life, we've got 3 2s here. There's a major choice to be made. We've got 3 2s. We have the Lion and the Eagle. Courage versus clairvoyance and seeing things from a higher perspective. We've got a choice here to reconcile the 2. So if it's an internal conflict, your intuition versus your what you feel in your heart, what you feel emotionally, it's time to reconcile the 2. To turn inwards and then make a choice which covers both heart and head, heart and intuitive ability. And then we've got the 6 of Swords, moving through challenging times. Moving past possibly a depression, which I think maybe some of my issue has been more emotional and mental over the last few months than physical. But if you're a person who suffers from physical illness, physical condition that's long term, over time that does have an effect on your mental well-being, your ability to carry on, keep your spirits up, all that kind of thing. So we've got a choice between what this is saying to me is like, make amends, reconcile your differences with people around you, exercise maybe forgiveness, and if people don't see, will never see eye to eye with you, it's time to just walk away with love and allow those people to be who they are. This is also about recognising that every single one of us is a very small cog in a huge machine, and that a lot of things that happen outside of us is out of our control. It's about recognising that, reconciling that, exercising some forgiveness, and not being too not allowing yourself to get too wound up about what's going on around you. And start to turn inward. The choice here is to do the eagle and rise above it. Try and see what's going on around you from a different perspective. Sometimes we're in difficult situations individually and collectively, and it's very, very difficult at times to rise above it. Sometimes it's very, very difficult to see what's happening in your community, in your household, in your country from a different perspective. And it's about learning to let things go, and just getting on with your own little piece of life. Sometimes that means turning your back on, not necessarily not being aware of what's going on around you, but not absorbing it to the point where it completely affects you mentally, and then in the end it can affect you physically, or if you're already physically unwell, eventually you feel like you just don't want to get out of bed. I'm feeling this is a person or people who just don't want to get out of bed. They're so dismayed by what's going on around them and so worried and frightened about what's going on around them. It's time to rise above it. And then we've got the lovers. So it's time to make a choice to rise above the noise, the constant attack of bad news, sad news, worrying news, and make a conscious choice really to do an eagle and rise above it. The lion comes in where you will find the courage to rise above it, to see things from a different perspective, understand that life, we've had life really easily, and we're now starting to realise just how easy we've had it. We're going to hit some brick walls. We're going to go through quite a dark night of the soul, both individually and collectively. There's been rumblings of it for the last 3 years. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. So batten down the hatches, dig yourself in, put your tin helmet on, and start meditating, start forgiving people around you for their actions and words, and be the light within yourself, because we will get to the other side of this. We will get to the other side of this. It will feel like coming out of a huge depression, but we aren't there yet. 2024, we need to get over 2024. I think by the time we get to sort of April 2025, I think we'll start to lift out of it. We'll lift out of it much quicker if we start making good choices for ourselves, to not allow ourselves to be manipulated or swayed away from what we feel and what we intuitively think. Let's have a crystal. Shall we have a crystal first or a map? We'll have a map. So next one is Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. This reading might not make any sense to you whatsoever, and ho. It's not necessarily meant for you if it is. But we're going to have an enchanted map oracle card, and then I'm going to have a look for a crystal that might give us some a bit of a boost. I don't know about you, but I really need a boost, because for me 2023 has been an absolute fucking bastard, and I cannot wait to see the back of it. However, 2024 is not going to be easy either. So it's about making that choice between the head and the heart, reconciling them both, and making a better effort to not allow what's going on around you to affect your own inner peace. Let's have a map, please. Enchanted Oracle map. Hopefully I'll start to get a little bit better over the next couple of weeks and be able to be on track to what I wanted to do with this channel. Started out doing with this channel, but got cut off at the legs through various illness and family issues. So let's see. Come on, wake up. There we go. We have two. We have follow the leader and commitment. Where's my book? Here it is. Follow the leader. Number 40. And commitment. 40. We'll do 40 first. Follow the leader. Upright. You will be called to lead others by example. Your wisdom has been earned as a result of your bravery in the adventure of your life. The experiences of battle won and lost, places discovered, tears shed and joy revealed have placed you in a unique position to be of service to others. Your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom. Now you must share it by being fully authentic. You'll lead others into the light. You'll be required to divulge some things about your past so that you may help someone else. Lead with love. There is no other message here as well. There is another message here as well. Look to those whose character and accomplishments you admire. Emulate the leaders you respect. You will then in turn have more to offer. That's good advice, isn't it? So I talked about wisdom. Your intuition and wisdom, and use it to help others. If you've experienced something that maybe it wouldn't be something that you would openly share because of, I don't know, shame of family or shame of things that you've done or whatever, then now's the time to open your mouth, because if you think something that's happened to you is too shameful to speak about, then let me tell you, there are millions of people with the same issue. And commitment. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. Now, I'm talking about this integration between heart, courage, and intuition. I think this is what this is talking about, marrying the two together. What you feel, use your intuition, to get you away from the whatever it is that's making you feel very low on energy. Because I know if I feel like it, there'll be lots and lots and lots of people out there who are feeling like it's sort of, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. Anyway, However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember, your partnership with spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. So it's about, I needed that advice today, because it's not about what other people think about me or you or anybody else. It's what about how I feel about me and what my relationship with spirit, with my intuition, with my feeling, with my heart. It's about my relationship. Nobody else's. Goes for everybody else. If what you're doing right now is not sitting well, there's a reason for it. If what you're saying out loud in the cold light of day is not feeling right, not fitting well, now's the time to recognise it. Right, let's have a crystal and see if we've got some. Let's have a crystal. See if we've got a crystal that comes out that might help us through these pretty tough, shitty times. One more, okay. I've no idea what I'm going to call this video. No idea whatsoever. There we go. We have rose quartz. That's the heart chakra. So if anybody needs their heart chakra, their heart healing, rose quartz is really good. Chuck a load in your bra and walk around with it. Rose quartz is beautiful, beautiful energy. 48. When rose quartz spirit appears, so the meaning of this is self-love, self-worth, being enough and worthiness. When rose quartz appears, you are called to pay attention to one of the most wonderful creations the conscious universe has ever brought into being. You. You have forgotten how beautiful you are. Have you forgotten how beautiful you are? Have you so many strengths and unique set of qualities that will be like magical superpowers as you walk the healing path? Rose quartz spirit has come to remind you of your soul's worth. Many, many people will benefit simply from knowing you and being in your presence, drinking in the love that radiates from your heart. Trust that the conscious universe is always there to fill you up with the power of love whenever you need it, and remind you that you are worthy of all that you seek, for you are an exquisite expression of divinity. What a powerful and one-of-a-kind source of healing love you are. So get yourself a chunk of rose quartz, and if you're feeling down on yourself right now, just remind yourself that you are an amazing creation. And just being here, the odds were stacked against you to even be here in the first place. We're all tiny sparks of God. We are all little miracles walking along on the planet. Anyway, I'm going. And hopefully next time I see you, I will be a bit more up than I am now. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Take care. Ta-ra.